we are going to take a few minutes to discuss how to modify an order using order entry. Let's say, for example, maybe you just placed a customer's order and now they want to make a change. Or a customer recently placed their order online and now they're calling because maybe they want to add one more item. There's a lot of different scenarios that may come up which would require you to modify an existing order. In any of those cases, the order must first be in a modifiable state, meaning the order has not been printed or sent to the warehouse. Maybe it's on an order hold, or maybe it's an open account order and it's ready for its payment. There are many different reasons why an order might need to be modified. To start, we're going to select our orders menu and then select enter orders, just like we would if we were starting a new order. But this time, instead of hitting the enter key in my order number field, I'm going to enter the order number that I'd like to modify or look up the order that I'd like to modify. So I can start off the same by selecting tab twice if I'm a keyboard user, or if I'm a mouse user, I can pick up my mouse and click in that order number field. Again, if I know the order number of the order that I'd like to modify, I can go ahead and just type that order number right in this field. Select the enter key, and that will tell the system to grab the order details. Now, as long as the order is still in a modifiable state, the order will populate on the screen for you, just as you see here. If the order is not modifiable, you will receive a message indicating that, and we'll take a look at that in just a moment. Notice how the customer details are already collapsed or condensed along with the item details and my payment details as well. So at this point, I need to tell the system what action I would like to do first. Maybe, for example, I need to just update the shipping or add an item. I'm going to click in the item section to expand that section out. At this point now, I can either enter a new item or go into my shipping, and maybe I need to change this to a different address. Maybe it's going to be John Doe, no company name, and maybe the address is 456 Tester Way. And we'll go ahead and change the city while we're at it as well. So now I have my updated shipping address here, and I can go ahead and make any other changes that I might need to as well. And when I'm done, just simply select Save. It's that easy to modify an order. Now again, keep in mind that the order can't be printed, and that is what allows us to be able to still make those changes. Once the order has been printed or sent to the warehouse, then the order level that's been printed is going to be locked down, and we'll no longer be able to make changes to that. Now, here's an example of an order that has been closed. I can't modify it. So if I type the order number in the field and hit the enter key, I'm going to see a message on my screen indicating that the order has been closed. In this case, I would need to use Order Inquire, a different module, to view the order. And that's all I would have access to do, is view only. Now, before I show you the next example, I do want to show you the search. So if you didn't know the order number, but maybe they know the time frame that the order was placed, and maybe you know some general details about the order, maybe you know their billing zip code was 56345, you can go ahead and enter whatever information you do have and complete a search to attempt to find the order in question. So here I have one order that matches that criteria, and I would just select it from the grid, just like we do with customers or inventory. Whenever we do a search, you just select it from the grid and it populates on your screen. extremely easy to use. Now the next example that I'm going to show you is what we call an open account order. So this is an example where the items have already shipped out or the customer's already received their items, but they haven't paid for them yet. In this case, the order status is called an open account order, and the customer owes us money. So as you can see here, we only have access to the customer billing details and the payment section. That middle section, items, is completely gone. Again, the reason for that is the items have already been processed, they've been shipped out, the customers received the goods. We can't make any changes to that. We can't add anything to it, so therefore we don't have access to that section of the order form. However, we do have access to the payment section, so we can go ahead and make a payment for the $248.39 that's owed, and then simply save the order when complete. So that is a quick tutorial on how easy it is to access orders directly from order entry and make changes to them when able.